Well, we all know Richard Hughes, of course, for his plenty of success around here as a jockey. Back in a new guise, though, Richard, with Fintas. He's a super horse. How long has this been the plan?
Quite a while now. The owners were keen that he'd have a runner in Dubai, and we selected this horse. And he's came out on the 15th of January, and he's trained really well.
And he's one that hasn't obviously tried the dirt before, but you're confident it won't be a problem?
Yeah, he in 3 runs on all-weather surfaces back in England. I know it's totally different, but I think he'll suit the criteria. He's a free-running horse, jumps the gate pretty quick, and then he stays really well. So I think he fits the bill.
He looks very fresh. He's pretty fit for this assignment, you say?
Yeah, he's fit enough. Coming out on the 15th of January, I had to get him. I didn't want him totally fit before he came. I didn't want him on the boil that long. So luckily we have those hills at home, and we use those hills that the national hunt horses use, and I got him as fit as I could before he came in. Then we got some speed into him when he got here.
And you tell me he breaks well. That's key, as you know, isn't it, to this dirt, getting that good early position?
Yeah, typical. But every race is different. You can hit the gate a bit early, you're going to miss it. But he appears, every run he's had, he's jumped pretty quick. He's a little bit impatient in there, so I prefer it that way than the other way. And
they go really fast, as you know, on the dirt here. So you're not worried, because he's quite strong, you're not worried he might be a bit too free?
I don't know. He usually settles quite good after he jumps out. It's that burst of energy he has. My only concern was he hasn't had a run in a while, and the horses he's taken on have. I lack a race, but hopefully his ability will shine through.
Have you seen much of our 3-year-olds over here walking
Yeah,
thunder?
they look pretty good. There's no doubt it's not going to be an easy race to win, and they jump and they run hard all the way. But there's other races in mind as well, so he will improve from the run.
You might head to the Bastak here on Super Saturday after this?
That'd be ideal, and it depends on what happens on the night, how well he runs, and then how well he comes out of the race. If he doesn't come out of the race too well, I would skip and wait for the World Cup night, but it all depends on what happens on Thursday night.
And you're, I think, what, 5 or 6 years into training now. Has it always been an ambition to have a horse run out here?
I like to put every horse in a grade I feel that have a chance. I don't go willy-nilly running them at 100 to 1 shots. I don't believe in it. I believe it doesn't do their confidence any good. So most horses we run genuinely have a bit of a squeak when they're going out into a race. So I wouldn't come unless I thought he could hit the board anyway.
And how much do you think that your experience of riding around here will help you now you switch codes?
Maybe just knowing him and knowing what you need to run on the dirt. People say, oh, they jump quick at home, but when you come out here and you have to jump, it's a different ball game altogether. It's a little bit like going to Santa Anita. It's a different ball game. You have to really jump quick. But I think the dirt, you need a free running horse that then stays well, and he fits that criteria.
We were looking back at your record riding round here. I think your last ride here was a winner on the Great Soul Powers. It must bring back some good memories.
Yeah, he was a little star. At halfway, I didn't think I was going to win. I must have been 10, 12 lengths off him. But he was a star little horse. And I had a good time here. I didn't ride loads of winners here, but when I came out, I was usually quite lucky.
You rode one-man band as well. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I got him going.
Yeah, all thanks
I think
to you.
He was rated about 85 at the time, so it was no mean feat to win on him.
And looking at your training career, you've done phenomenally well. I mean, when you sort of took over, when you started training, were there any kind of concerns? You know, high-profile jockey going into training, it can't have been that easy.
There's a little stigma that flat jockeys don't do well, but what normally happens, flat jockeys start training when they're over 50 because their career lasts. So I quit a little bit younger than I probably should have, but I wanted to go out on top and get into the training quite young. So we've had a good start. We've had no good horse, but I'm winning with the stuff I've gotten. I can't do any more than that. 63
winners is your best. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay, but you always try for better. It took me 20 years to be champion jockey, so I'm in no rush. It's a stepping stone to success. So we're happy where we are at the moment, anyway.
You've got the right owners in the yard, haven't you? Backing of some high-profile names, Cheveley Park, the owner of Fintas as well. So.
Yeah, we're very lucky, and Jabber Abdullah has been a very kind supporter. We had great days with Hughes, and he gave me some horses to train, so it's been wonderful.